Hey guys, it's Dave at HD Trucks right here in fabulous Henderson, Tennessee. Kind of a cloudy, overcast day today, but that's okay. Hey, take a look at this nice little rig right here. We just drove him in from California. That is a previous movie studio truck. And they finally released a couple more, I guess with the strikes and all that kind of stuff. They decided they could let a couple go. This is a 2013 F650, and that's a nice one. That's got the XLT cab on it. That's got locks, windows, tilt, cruise, nice sound system, everything you need. But this is the workhorse right here. This has got a super nice, good size flatbed on it. It is a marathon right there, by golly. Take a look at that. Nice stakes all the way around. Doesn't seem to have any issues with any of them. Quick release, of course, you can pull those out and make it into a flatbed all you want. Hey, while I'm here, tires on it are good. And look at there, air ride suspension. That's a nice deal right there. That is super nice. Then we got ourselves one of those four-way heavy-duty lift gates right there. And there's a tag on that right there. That's a 4,400 pound lift capacity. And that's a four-way. I'll show that to you in just a second. Nice heavy-duty. Look at the decking on there. Solid. Don't have any issues with that. You don't have any problems. You are good to go with that one right there. So on these Palfinger four-way lift gates, first of all, it's 5x8. It's huge. But here's what's really cool about it. You got a control unit right here. Now there's also a remote control in the cab that comes with it. So that's got a little cover to keep the water off of it. And you got it right there. So you got a remote control that plugs in right there. And then you can have that up above, or you've even got a little holder right here to hold it, I guess. But there's two buttons. There's a tilt and there's a lift. So lift, of course, everybody knows what that does, right? Up and down, pretty simple. Heavy duty, 4,400 pound. You gotta love that. Nice, quiet. So when he gets down there, you just keep holding it and she'll go down the ground level for you. Now you can run your pallet jacks, your motorcycles, whatever you got up there. Big lift. That's got a lot of room. You can put a lot of stuff on there. So when you take the lift button and you go up, the first thing it's going to do is level. Then it's going to lift. And so what's cool about this system with that tilt mechanism, a couple of things that are pretty neat. First of all, 4,400 pounds, that thing will lift. You could literally lift most cars with that if you could get it to go on there. So when you get it to that point right there, now she's flush, right? You're going to take the top button, the one that says tilt, and you're going to lift it, and that will become your tailgate, right? That'll go all the way up, and that'll go flush right there. Now, here's the cool part. If you got to back up to a loading dock, oh, their loading dock's a little lower than most of them, right? So you're going to tilt it down. If it's a little higher, which is unlikely, you're going to be able to go like that. We've actually loaded cars on these things here. We've loaded cars off of flatbed trucks. I mean, it's amazing. These things are so versatile. So I'm just going to put him all the way up into the top position because there's one more treat about this that I think is really cool. Solid. The California trucks, this is why we like them. That's what they look like. Yep. We didn't do anything to this. We haven't done it. We haven't painted. This is the way we got the truck. It's got a little aluminum scratch plate up there so when it comes down it doesn't bang everything all up. Look at the size of these cylinders. That's why it's 4,400 pounds. But look at this. Nice heavy duty rectangular receiver hitch on there. If I remember correctly, it's a 5,000 pound capacity, so it's pretty stout. And of course you got the big steel headache rack up front, and you got more storage. You got two of these. You got one of these on the other side too. So you got the underbelly storage, and being a California truck, that's what it looks like. There's no rust on that anywhere. We don't like rust here, so we don't buy trucks that are rusty. And dual, another matching one on the other side. I believe that's a 50-gallon fuel tank. This is a 2013, so it does take DEF. It is a crew cab, so you know how that goes. There's your remote control I was telling you about. And the back seat, that will fold up, of course. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but that'll fold up both sides. And it's got a working radio. We're going to turn that down. Ooh, Santana, gotta love it. Okay, so XLT cab, power windows, power door locks. This is pretty cool. You got an electric powered air ride seat, and it's got the lumbar and the sides and all that kind of stuff, and reclining. Now the passenger side over there is not an electric one, it's not a powered one, but it is a reclining bucket as well with the armrest. So you've got cruise control built into the steering column right here. You've got a tilt wheel right there. Auxiliary switches if you want to add some backup lights or whatever, you got all that kind of stuff. The air gauge basically is for the air ride suspension. It does not have air brakes. That looks like an air brake knob. It is not. That is a air powered emergency or parking brake release. But the truck is not air brakes, for those of you that can't have that for your non-CDL Summit Estates. So air conditioning, all that kind of good stuff, everything works on it, no issues. You heard the radio running, upgraded radio, CD player, telephone ready. Here's a little speaker right there. Here's your sun visors. Everything is pretty good there. No problems. Headliner is good. It's a nice truck. So that's got tilt, seek, scan, CD player. It's got a place for you to sync your aftermarket radio music boxes. Let's see here. And here's, look at there. 119,000 miles. This thing is hardly broken. This thing is so ready to go, it's ridiculous. So you got traction control here, and this I have only seen on a 2013. We've had a lot of these trucks. 2013 is the only year I saw that. That is an engine brake. Now this one was being used in the city, and so they added an aftermarket manual regen. You guys know about that. Fords don't have that. So if you ever have the regen situation, you got to take it to a dealer or put it on a scanner. This has got the button right there, and it will tell you if it needs it. Now, we drove it all the way from California. The truck does everything by itself, no issues. But if you ever need to do a manual regen, that can do it. And if somebody gets in your way, you just give them one of them right there, right? Super rigged. Now there's a trailer brake controller right there. We don't test them, but looks like it might be on. This is the kill switch for the power going to the tailgate back there. That is a 2013, and if you can't read that, if it doesn't zoom in on it for you, it is a 25,999 non-CDL GVW truck. Man, that's a lot of information, isn't it? 2013 Ford XLT cab, loaded up, locks, windows, tilt, cruise, fancy radio, XLT package, air ride driver's seat. We'll measure that bed. We'll put it on the website for you, but holy mackerel, got to be at least 20, maybe 22 foot. Dual boxes, good tires, got the Cummins 6.7 motor under the hood. None of that power stroke. Well, here's the only thing I found on the truck. Those are not cracks. Looks like somebody got a little close. So there's your DEF. It is just a spectacular truck, guys. You know you can use this truck. You know you need it. If you can, you give me a call right here in Henderson, Tennessee. You know where it is, HD Trucks and Equip, right here. My personal cell phone number, 602-510-5444. And as always, I greatly appreciate you looking.